Hey fam, this is Shannon with another 10 minutes of astrology. Today we're going to be talking about the full moon happening on June the 3rd and 4th. The 3rd is going to be Eastern Standard Time, more for here in Greensboro, North Carolina at 11:40 at night. Universal Time will be on the 4th at 3:40 in the morning. So we're going to jump into the chart, pick out a couple of things to talk about, jump out and discuss it. So where is this full moon happening? It's going to be at 13 degrees, 17 minutes, the sun in Gemini, and the moon in Sagittarius. This is a direct opposition. Something else that we are going to be discussing is this conjunction between Mercury and Uranus here in Taurus. They're right under a degree apart, and then that is going to be semi-sextile. Chiron here in Aries at 18 degrees 56 minutes. So let's hop out and chat. All right, so the full moon in Gemini Sagittarius, the moon is in Sagittarius, the sun is in Gemini. Let's talk a little bit about that. So the sun is daily life. In Gemini, and I'm biased against Gemini. I'm sorry, Geminis, I can't help myself. But the sun in Gemini is the back and forth daily, can't make up their mind, fights with siblings, you're all in your head, and it's that air, that thinking process, that trying to figure things out, preteenish kind of mindset. Sorry, Geminis. Opposition to the moon in Sagittarius. Now, the moon doesn't like being in Sagittarius. The moon in Sagittarius is a bit flimsy, as it were. So Sagittarius is a very straight shooter, but the moon is how you view yourself and how you internalize the outer world. So this is going to be kind of one of those, if you have fire and air majority in your chart, then you're going to be more okay. It's the people with water and earth that I get a little concerned with under the full moon during this time period. So the moon in Sagittarius is internalizing, am I being too forward? They think a lot. Sagittarius is very philosophical. They love studies, they love education. So that might be like a nighttime thing that maybe you start reading at night. But Sagittarius is also fly by the wind and just go out and have fun and do whatever. But that's kind of the aura of where we are right now. Then we have Chiron in Aries. Chiron, I've spoken about it before, is the wounded healer. It's the ability to heal in other people what you can't heal in yourself. So with that currently in Aries, we are trying to heal ourselves. This is a lot about kind of the self-help momentum that we've got going on. That is semi-sextile Mercury and Uranus. So that's pretty cool. Like, that's pretty good. Semi-sextiles are about learning. So Chiron, this wounded healer that we all have within us, has to learn during this time. What is that aspect of us learning? Mercury in Taurus is not the... I'm just going to put it this way. Mercury in Taurus is thinking about the home, thinking about food, thinking about family, and being stubborn and set right in those small communications with family members. So don't overpower anyone during this time with what you think is the best. Like, some people just want to talk, and that should be okay, and let them talk. Like, you don't have to run over them. Mercury and Taurus right now, and that's, everybody is affected by that. So Uranus in Taurus, Uranus has been in Taurus. I've been talking about it, but this is in conjunction with Mercury, and Uranus and Mercury jive. They get along. They're, good planets to have together. Not necessarily in Taurus, though, because then you're going to get more of grinding that foot deep into the mud to stay where you are and to just keep things stable, which is fine. Stability is great. I am not knocking it. I love Tauruses. It's just, it can come across as an unwillingness to be open-minded. especially Mercury is the smaller mind and those small communications between people, and that's between kind of anyone. And then Uranus being as chaotic as it is in Taurus, so there can be stuff going on at home. The semi sextile here is teaching Chiron that it's more than just you that you have to think about. Like, you have all of these other things to be thinking of in the home and with your family, and kind of regular plans, that you trying to self-help, it may not be the right time. Like, there's people that need you. So that's the basis of what I have this week. While I have just one more minute, I want to talk about Pluto retrograde at 0 degrees. I've been harping on this so hard, but it is so important because we are going backwards as a society. Our transformation is not only being stunted, but we are reverting. So you'll see the child labor laws you see are coming back. We are retrograding into losing women's rights. So all of this is kind of normal during this time period as Pluto goes retrograde. It is going to be going back into Capricorn soon. So we may see, there may be like a worldwide epiphany of what are we doing here, that may be coming soon, but then it will go, once it goes back direct, it will go back to, we're still not doing it right, we're still trying to figure it out, but there's still quite a bumpy with that Pluto retrograde in Aquarius right now that I just wanted to bring up and mention since I did have a little bit of extra time. If you like stuff like this, remember to like, subscribe, follow. I am on 16 different social media platforms. Be sure to look me up, get a reading with me. It's only $30. I just want to remind you that I am selling these bookmarks on Patreon. I'm trying to sell them out before I start another bookmark of the month if you want to go get one there. This one is, if one is lucky, a solitary fantasy can totally transform 1 million realities. And I have all different sizes of these. They're all the same price, though, at $15, and the support really helps. I'm also doing free readings. So if you want a free 10-minute reading, all I ask is that I take your information. I will keep it relatively discreet and post it, and I will send you the link once I've posted it if you want a free reading. If you want a free in-depth reading, I ask that you come in person to Greensboro and let me record everything in person and post it, and you can get a free in-depth reading that way. Again, thank you so much for watching 10 Minutes of Astrology. Peace out, fam.